Here we go with another gluing session, this time Grey Knight Terminators. I already have 10 Grey Knights, 10 normal ones I think. Unfortunately they broke because for some reason this Games Workshop thinks that having plastic models, which are really shitty in quality, with heavy and really shitty quality arms is a good idea. So what happens is those arms fall off all the time. So we're going to have to give our Grey Knights the smallest of these. They should be fun. Matte waterproof. I've also got the codex with me as well. I think this is the first codex because they're utterly overpowered in it. Everyone gets nemesis force weapons, everyone gets psycho abilities that can bump them up to spend 5 and stuff like that. Kind of dumb. So I have a box with me. I'm going to use to paint everything so it's completely that box. Alright. First thing is legs. I think it's the legs anyway. Where's my clipper thing? There it is. Clipper. Glue. Put the legs on first. We have 5 Grey Knights, 5 sets of legs. And just civilian Ross, this is the first time in maybe even 4 years that I've actually even bothered to glue anything. So the first thing we'll do is build all the legs. Feel the music coming on. Right, that's all 5 legs. Oh, I can just do that, that's great. Right. Just check to make sure that we can that the legs are all flat and that there's no Games Workshop style quality what's it called, resin marks or something where the mould's gone weird. Alright. One, two, 1 leg. Two leg. Three leg. 4 leg. And 5 leg. I think what we'll do is is we'll build 5 Grey Knights, and where is it? And we'll have a Grey Knight Brother Captain as well. There we go. That's his stats. So weapon skill of 6, ballistic skill of 5, strength 4, toughness 4, wounds 3, 5 initiative. Many attacks is it. 3 attacks, leadership's 10, and a save of 2. And what we will do is that we will give him a what is it? Some war gear or something. What is it? Grenade equipment. We will give him. Actually, I'm gonna give him like a storm shield or something. Does it have one? I think. Is there a storm shield in here? No. No, there isn't. What we can do, however, is if you look at this here, this is something called a ward stave or something. I'm just gonna keep looking through the thing for the ward stave. Where are you? Where is it? Oh, giving him a storm shield is a good idea because it gives them a 3+ invulnerable save, especially since he's a Terminator. That's a 2+ armor save and a 3+ invulnerable. I can't remember what the ward stave gives him, but we need to find the fucking thing first. Look, listen to this. You can give your Grey Knights a 2-handed Nemesis Force halberd, which gives him a 2+ initiative. Oh, Nemesis Force save. A Nemesis Warden stave has a 2+ invulnerable save against wounds caused in close combat. So in close combat, my Brother Captain could have a Nemesis Force sword and a Warden stave. Jesus fucking Christ. Look, listen to this. Look at the bottom. The Nemesis Force Sword increases the bearer's invulnerable save by 1+ against close combat attacks. If the bearer has no invulnerable save, there is no effect. This means that my... this means that if it wasn't for like the maximum you can get to 2+, my Caroline Captain would have a 1+ invulnerable save. What the fuck, guys? So there's yeah. So basically, all of your Grey Knights have, if they have the Force Sword, and they have something else, another one-handed weapon, they could have save. Oh, actually, to be honest, if you wanted to, you could give them a pair of Nemesis Force Swords. That's, what was it, 2+ extra attacks, a 4+ invulnerable save, and a 2+ armor save for Terminators or something. Not sure what else you can give them, to be honest. Just have a look at the weapons. You can give them a banner. Not really bothered about that. A chain fist. Huh. So you could give them... So the Fanchion and the chain fist, this means you have a power weapon. A 4+ invulnerable save. Huh. That's pretty weird, to be honest. There's also something about a greatsword in here. Oh. No. So we're going to put all of these legs to the side for now, and we're going to get started on the bodies. Weapons preferably come at the end. Although presumably, while having a close combat army is nice, you know, Terminators solely built for close combat with 4+ invulnerable saves, stuff like that, I don't think it would go very well. Hell, would they... Presumably, you could have the Nemesis 4-sword and then a Daemon hammer, or a Thunder hammer, which means they strike at what, strength 10 or something? Yeah, if you give them the Psycho ability, which bumps them up to strength 5, and they have the Thunder hammer, that means your Grey Knights are attacking the enemy at strength 10, 2 attacks on the charge, maybe even 3. A 2+ armor save and a 4+ invulnerable save. Yeah, because that's really balanced, right? We've built this army. This is the overpowered Matt Ward edition, I believe. So you're gonna, yeah, it's the overpowered Matt Ward edition. So now it wouldn't be particularly legal to use it, but for the most part, since I don't think anyone has the money to be able to buy a new codex every time around. It's kind of dumb. Like, what is it with these stupid ass? You know, I'm not having any of this extra stuff on my character's chests and whatnot. It's fucking retarded. What else? What we're gonna do with the Grey Knights is that in order to hold their weapons up, we're gonna use duct tape. Yeah, duct tape. Got the arms there for later. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4. Where's the 5th one? What the fuck is it? I've dropped it, haven't I? No, I ain't dropped it. Looks like they don't want me to have a Terminator captain by the sounds of it. I'm kind of pissed off now, to be honest. Oh, no, wait, found it. There it is. Skip all of that. It's my problem, because I'm like, that's like my sight, so anything like there I can't see. But yeah. So, what we have is those two go together. I believe it's that way up. So they just firmly interlock like that. And so what we have there is the Grey Knight body. And then head goes on top. A bit of glue there, a little bit of glue there. Let's glue it on the right way. Right. That's one model. Two model. Three model. Four model. Five model. Right, now excuse me while I get the duct tape and I put all of my stuff downstairs. And I'll enjoy the view. 1 minute please. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. So, while we wait for our things to glue on, let me quickly look through the codex to some interesting things I found. So, Grey Knights can form combat squads. They can all be psychers. All of their vehicles can have a psychic pilot, their preferred enemy daemons. If an enemy psyker attempts to target a model with the Aegis special, all of the Grey Knights have Aegis armor. He suffers a -1 to his leadership. He also pass all tests to a group. A Grey Knight's Grandmaster has weapon skill 6, blizzard skill 6, strength 4, toughness 4, wounds 3, initiative 5, attacks 3, leadership 10. Grandmasters basically have they have 1 ballistic skill over a captain, same attack, same everything else. What they can do is grand strategy, so basically they can do a creed. So you roll a d3 and you can have up to 3 units that can have either the Hammer of Righteousness, in which they gain the ability to re-roll to wound rolls of 1 for the duration of the game. The Shield of Blades, in which they adopt a defensive stance, ready to repel any foes, they have counter-attack. Spear of Light, in which they have scouts. So if you have multiple Grandmasters, say if you have 3 Grandmasters, you can choose 15 Terminator squads to be scouts, and unyielding Anvil, in which they can claim objectives, they are troops. Barbarians, fuck Barbarians. Brotherhood Champions. Can have a weapon skill of 7. For what I was pretty amused in that you can take all of the Sisters of Battle stuff now, so all the assassins, all the people. In fact, all the Inquisitors can have dynamic weapons. Yay! because that was such a good idea, wasn't it? Anyway, the duct tape is here. This should go well, hopefully. My light looks it's fucking duct tape. Mom? Mom? Do we have any sellotape? Where is it? Now we've got the sellotape, which means that hopefully we won't suffer the issue of the grey knight arms being too heavy for the model to carry, because you know Games Workshop and shitty model quality. Let's just see how legs are doing. Legs are now bolted firmly on. So what happens is the legs then go on like that, and then we have the model itself. So the first thing to do is arms. And I don't know about you, but I view the models being not having their helmets on has been pretty damn stupid. Never been sure why that was ever such a good idea, but oh well. Right, now we go for the helmets. So we've got the captain will have. Alright. Actually, no, all that. Headless characters and stuff. Helmetless characters are so stupid, they basically just get their heads blown off, don't they? Right, 1, 2. Jesus fucking Christ. And also, it doesn't help that the heads enjoy flying everywhere. So, yeah, those are done. So, this is going to be the normal head. This, which you will hopefully see has the little thing on top, will be the Terminator. Because I don't know about you, but having to travel into the war helmetlessly, and having your head exposed to everything, to be honest, that sounds like a pretty stupid fucking idea to me. Not sure if anyone else appears this way. Alright, so head 1. There we go. As you can see, it's a very simple process. All you do is you get the head, put some glue in, and you prop it in like such. That's actually the easiest part of the whole model, believe it or not. Doesn't require that much glue, but it can go tits up if, especially, you realise that, well, if you don't plop the head in correctly, because then it's impossible to get it out, believe it or not. there's all of the Grey Knight things done. As you can see, they've all got their heads. Now we need to decide what weapons they have. Right, well, there's no point giving them bolters because that would be pretty useless. To be honest, I'm just going to give them close combat weapons. These are going to be my corn berserkers. I shouldn't say that, that's heresy. So, considering that they get what, like all of the weapons and stuff, there's enough for all of them to have a pair of Nemesis Force weapons. One of them to have the captain will have the Daemon Hammer and the Matt Ward Stave. They're both left-handed, but I don't genuinely give a fuck about that. One of them will have a Chain Fist. Apparently they can't have Power Fists or anything. That's kind of stupid, to be honest. Does this mean that normal Space Marine Terminators could best this? This means that a normal Space Marine Terminator squad, the squad having Thunder Hammers and whatnot, could just go straight through these guys. That seems kind of stupid. Right, so the first one we'll do is give the captain a try. Also, power drums. They must have their mighty power drums to cover up GW's wobbling mistakes. Now we need to find the various arms and stuff, so they can correctly be Abaddon and Despoiler. Oh, and their polyons. So, there's our Daemon Hammer, there's our staff. So, let's have a look for the hammer. We missed it, didn't we? The Nemesis Daemon Hammer, it's basically a traditional Thunder Hammer. In which doubles the attacks of the character, but also puts them to initiative 1. So doubles the attack, doubles the strength of the character, but with the Grey Knight's hammer hands, they're strength 5. This means that they're now strength 10. It puts the enemies down to initiative 1 as well. And with the warding stave, he now has a 2+ invulnerable save against wounds caused in close combat. So basically, if he has 2 Nemesis Force swords, he will get 4+ invulnerable save in close combat, and an extra attack. Whereas with a pair of Nemesis Falchions, he will only have 1+ attack. Why the fuck should I bother doing that, seriously? So, no heavy weapons, sorry, but to be honest, you're kind of fucking useless. So one guy will have the Chain Fist, 4 against, which will double his strength as well. There's our Chain Fist. And we'll just throw out the weapon. There we go, we're down to 2. We also need a lot of pauldrons as well, and arms. So, this is the start of the Terminator Captain. He has arm. So what will happen is that the diamond hammer will go like that. So what we'll do is that we'll glue it first, and then we'll give it a bit of duct tape. Right, so let's glue it. There we go. Look at that. Stay, boy. And then for the diamond hammer, we'll do the same. And then when both of these are glued, we'll duct tape the arms. Because I don't trust Games Workshop when it comes to these kind of things. There we go. So we'll then glue this. This is probably illegal, but I won't be going to any tournaments anytime soon, and I don't have that enough grey knights to field an army of them anyway. At most I'm going to have Brother Captain Stern, 1 Terminator Captain at most, and 4 Grey Knight Terminators. Alright, now they're both glued. Let's put that sellotape on. So, sit there. Okay, this is actually being difficult. Where the fuck aren't you? Actually, no. What is wrong with this sellotape today? That's seriously. There we go. One, Matt Ward stove. Actually, no, it won't go with it. Jesus fucking Christ. I just need to stick a little bit more glue to the diamond hammer. And great, it's fucking sticking everywhere. This is such a royal pain in the ass. That's all you need to do. Stay. Stay, doggy. Alright, this is going to be part 1, because this is probably going to take a while. So anyway, see you all later for part 2.